So this is a little Gilera that my friend asked me to look at for him. It's a little DNA apparently, according to you guys on Great Fun for Small Bikes page. I'm also putting this on my YouTube channel as a little sort of project. That's what I do, but brakes, as you can see, seized totally. Totally even missing the lever for the brake this side. I can switch it on, I can put power to it, and I do get lights, and the headlights and everything appear to work. I did have them on earlier, yeah, there you go, you can see they're working. But the one thing I can't get, and I've tried, is there's absolutely nothing out of the starter button at all. What I want to know is there a safety switch on the stand of these bikes, or anything I should know about that may be causing this issue? Because I'm not really going to be able to get this started unless I can figure out how to get it turned over. So that's my first issue. Obviously it's had a hard life. Somebody has had a bit of a boo-boo on it, and they've really broken just everything. So I've unscrewed these to take them off, strip it down until I get a look at things, look at what there is on it. But the other side wasn't salvageable at all, there was nothing left of it. This bracket's got bent, but I'll straighten that out. That's where the battery hook's in. There's a couple of fuses back here. I've checked them all, they're all intact. There's two 75s and two of the blue 15s, and they're all okay. I don't know if there's any fuses located anywhere else on the bike, but I don't think so. That's the inside of there, and that's the service book, which was never used. I'm not sure what this is. It may be water, maybe. If it is water, there's absolutely nothing in it. And when you switch on the ignition, it's telling you that there's no oil also. I've never worked on one of these before, and as a matter of fact, I've never worked on a modern bike before, because it's mostly vintage and small bikes that I'd work on. And none of the ones I've ever worked on has had a water-cooled system. So I have no idea what I'm looking at here. This carburetor does not look good. There's something maybe missing here. I'm not sure, and the smell of rat stuff off this thing is just ridiculous. Oh, it's horrible, the smell of it. But you can see the state of in there and everything. It's not been, I reckon it's not running a terrible long time. It's not run. It's been sitting up somewhere, possibly outside also. If you take a look at the seat, this is the seat. See all the green on the seat? That's definitely been sitting outside for quite a while. So I took the spark plug out, and I'll just show you the state of it. And it's leading me to believe that there's a head gasket issue with the bike even before I get it turned over, because there's a hell of a lot of oil in here. Unless somebody was working on it and they squirted oil in there to try and loosen it up. Maybe it's stuck or something, but look at how black that is. Yeah. So that doesn't look good. That's definitely telling me we've got issues here. I believe it's a 4-stroke, judging by what you guys on the Great Fun on Small Bikes page says. It is the 125 version, so it is. So where the valves are and everything else, I do not know. They must be up, way up in there somewhere, or something like that. But my main issue for now is the starter. I want to know why the starter is not working, and I may have to try and get the cover off the other side and see if the Bendix is stuck, or. But every time I hit the switch for the starter, I'm not even getting a click. I'm getting absolutely nothing out of it. So your guess is as good as mine what it could be. So any advice you can give me on this would be helpful. because I've never worked on one of these before, and to be honest, I don't really have a big clue what I'm looking at here. I know that that's the carburetor, obviously, and this is the water-cooled system. I don't know, I reckon maybe this is the water pump, maybe. It has the oil filter down on the bottom here, and the oil drain beside it, I think that's what it is. So any of you guys that knows a bit about these little bikes here, could you please give me a bit of advice just as to where to start, where to look first, and we'll go from there. Thanks very much. Okay, so I was looking at the little Gilera a little bit more, and I had an epiphany. And I remembered from a bike that I was working on before, where the starter wouldn't work, that the starter relay had gone. So I'm thinking now that maybe the starter relay has gone on this, and that's why this starter's not engaging. I'm starting to strip it down anyway to get to the starter, to see if I can jump it in some way from the battery, straight from the battery, to see if the bike will even turn over. And hopefully that'll work. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, and I realised earlier when I went to look at the front of the bike that somebody's been into all of the electricals before. That all the screws had been undone at the clocks and everything, so maybe they were trying to chase this issue too and they couldn't figure it out. So I'm hoping that it's the relay and that we can jump the starter, but we'll see.